Very, very worthy of note that is not happening in the Arab world. There's a lot of pushback right now. Uganda, they are going through a whole lot of issues. We have Ghana, the same thing. We have Kenya. Kenya right now is fighting for its life. As if you're a Christian, you're a Muslim, whatever it is you are, you need to pray for that country. We need to come together and stand for Kenya, because Kenya is almost at a precipice. The push, the pressure on Kenya to capitulate and to give into that which the West wants them to do is huge, is heavy. However, if all of Africa can speak with one voice, if all of Africa can say, hey, you cannot push this on us, this is against our tradition, this is against our belief, this is against what we stand for, and then it will make things a whole lot easier. And we are not seeing the same pressure on the Arab world. This issue of the ACP-EU trade agreement that is really putting a lot of pressure on Nigeria, putting a lot of pressure on Kenya, putting a lot of pressure on African countries and these Pacific countries. The reason being that we have always run to the West for aid. We have not been able to manage our resources. We have not been able to put our house in order. We're always running around and looking for who's going to give us aid for infrastructure, aid for to feed our people, aid for health, aid for education, aid for practically everything. And so now they are beginning to put a lot of conditions to insist on Africa accepting that which is foreign, that which is alien, that which is we see as an abomination. They just completed this Gay Pride Month, like I said earlier. They went about shouting on the streets. And what were they shouting on the streets? We are gay, we are queer, and we are coming for your children. You need to ask yourself, whose children are they coming for? Is it yours? Whose children are they coming for? At the very beginning, when people identify as queer, whether you're transgender, you're gay, you're a lesbian, or whatever it is that you identify as, it was a personal thing. It didn't affect anybody in society. And so most of us, especially we as Christians, it's their business, it's none of my business, and we were not bothered by it. They've been emboldened by our silence. And now they are so bold that they come out on the streets. They are able to celebrate who they are or who they believe or perceive that they are. And now they are insisting, they are just insisting that they are not here for you. They are here for the kids. When somebody goes on the streets, many of them were half naked. Some of them were stark naked. Check our videos. We posted some of those videos online to see what people, adults, are doing. Some come out and claim that they are vegetables. Somebody actually came out and claimed that he's broccoli. That is, broccoli is a very popular, very healthy, nutritious vegetable. That is what a full-grown man is now identifying as. He is broccoli. I need to pause so that can sink in a little bit. Not that I was reading a story of a man who is now claiming to be a woman and is insisting, even through his lawyers, legally, he's fighting that he should be transferred to the female prison. This is what happened. This is the sequence of events. He killed her. After killing her, he raped her corpse. After raping her corpse, he was caught and then he was sentenced to jail. Now he's in jail. He's claiming that he's actually a woman. In other words, he's transgender. And because he's transgender, it's against his right for him to be kept in a male prison. He is now legally fighting the state and insisting that he be transferred to the female prison. This is a man who killed a woman and ripped her corpse. That is what the world is turning into. Let's not sit down and watch these people turn our societies into something that our forefathers will be turning in their grave. We need to be able to stand up and tell those people that, hello, this far have you come, you go no further. We do not want you bringing your nonsense, in quote, nonsense, I put it in quote, and I say it again, they are nonsense, to Nigeria, because the truth is already here. A lot of our people are already beginning to identify as gay or transgender or whatever it is that they want to identify, something queer, something weird, something not normal. A lot of these people cannot even defend the science. When you call them out to come and explain the science, then they begin to rebel. I don't care if you have all the world-class certificates. Really, we do not care, because you cannot explain to us why a man will suddenly wake up and tell you that he's a woman. That's a mental disorder. It used to be identified as a mental disorder, but all of a sudden, it's politically incorrect to call it mental disorder. Then what is it? We're having a full-grown man, or anybody for that matter, wake up, you're biologically male. You are biologically male, and if we do the science, we look at your body biologically, you identify even from your cellular level as a male or female. You either have the XX chromosome or you have the XY chromosome. There is no such thing as XXXXX. It's not possible. There are people who claim to be intersex. Those we can't even explain it in science. A lot of things have gone wrong. A lot of things are happening biologically in the bodies of individuals, and we're having so many mutations. However, that is a very small number, and those are things that we as a scientific community should be able to sit down and propose solutions, not to affirm something that is an abnormality.